Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bonner-Prendergast High School. We are on campus here in Delaware County for a big-time, titanic Philadelphia Catholic League football matchup. It's in the red division, and for the first time in a very, very long time, the Bonner-Prendergast, that's Monsignor Bonner, Archbishop Prendergast Friars, are going to take on the LaSalle College High School Explorers. Bob Long, Oliver Gomez with me, Tyler Kern, and Alex Shevchuk will be with us shortly. And really, what I lead into this broadcast, I think, is the story. Bonner-Prendergast has been playing for many years at the blue division level. They're now moved up to the red division, which is for the larger schools in the Philadelphia Catholic League. There's been consternation about that in the offseason. Some of these teams, Cardinal O'Hara being one of them, Bonner-Prendergast being the other, moving up this year, weren't big fans of that, Oliver. But I'll tell you, you talk about Jack Muldoon, who's been with this program in 2 stints, spent time at St. Joseph's Prep. He has turned this program over the last 9 years into a consistent state contender. They are the #1 ranked team, depending upon where you look, in the 4A division of PIAA football, and they sit undefeated with just as much claim, they feel, to a potential Red Division Catholic League title as anybody. LaSalle on the other side, they're unbeaten as well. They have their hubcap in their sights, or what the winners of the Catholic League will earn. And quite frankly, all the other Red Division teams have at least one loss. So this right here, you could be looking, Oliver, at a Red Division regular season title bout right here today.
Right, and that's massive. Like you said, both teams coming in undefeated. But for LaSalle, you're bouncing off of a prep game, which was one of the best games we had seen, so you got to back that up. Bonner, you got a tough task at the LaSalle Explorers, who are a little bit banged up, but they've been really good at dealing with their injured players. But for both sides, this is going to be the biggest game they play this year. Bonner has been really surprising. They've been really great throughout the season, including a big win against Roman Catholic. But this is going to be a really entertaining game, and like you said, probably going to lead to who's going to hold up the hubcap at the end of the season. And
really, I think that Roman Catholic game was the game that put this team on the map. Jack Muldoon, he disagrees. He says, listen, when we took it to the Haverford School and won that game in very convincing fashion, he thought that put this team on the map. Of course, LaSalle saw the Haverford School as well. We know the transitive property does not work in high school sports, so let's settle it on the field. Really good football coming your way from 5 o'clock here in Delaware County. Oliver Gomez with me. I see Tyler Kern making his way up to the booth. We'll take a quick break and come back for kickoff here on Bob Long Sports.
Show you a better way to spend your state income taxes and get the money to where it's needed the most to the thousands of qualified kids.
What we like about Blocks is they really know where the need is.
This program ensures that their dollars come 100% into these kids for their tuition assistance.
If you are able, Blocks makes the EITC piece go very quickly and very smoothly.
Turn your PA State tax liability into need-based scholarships and receive a 90% tax credit.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfort Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
Thanks again for joining us here, folks. Friday afternoon from Bonner-Prendergast High School, and we are underway. Chris Heck returns for LaSalle for the kicking duties. He did a great job at St. Joseph's Prep, a 35-34 win in no small part, as we welcome Tyler Kern to the broadcast booth for his boot and 4 made points, 2-point afters and 2 field goals in overtime to push LaSalle to the victory.
Yeah, I might have been Heck's biggest fan last week. If not, top 5 maybe. He did a great job of coming in for Hatfield and stepped into some big shoes and rose to the occasion. So that was fun to watch. And excited for what we got here today. Bonner had a great game against Roman a couple weeks ago, and I think they're going to give the Explorers a run for their money.
Bonner-Prendergast is undefeated on the year. 9th-year head coach Jack Muldoon has done a terrific job with this program. And they have the red division in their sights here today if they can win this one. They're going to flip this one out wide and mishandled on the play. There's a really, really good receiving core, though. You're not going to see much of that, Tyler. Jaleel Hall, the senior, he's 6'5", great hands, a leader, a high point type of guy, and an elite route runner. Jeremiah Coleman is a senior as well, 6 foot 170. He'll play his football in the FCS. See him out there wearing number 2. Playing wide receiver. Chris Jones, a senior, and Rob Ford. A lot of times they'll spread these guys out, and Noah, they call him Fat Campbell, does a terrific job, a sophomore quarterback, only 5'5". But Jack Muldoon, the head coach of Bonner-Prendergast, tells us just how good this young man is. There was movement early and a false start called.
False start call against the Friars.
Against the Friars.
Bonner-Prendergast obviously isn't lacking for size. I know you mentioned the small-statured quarterback, but he's got some big-bodied receivers to throw to. It looks like he's got a big line in front of him. I don't think that'll be an issue at all.
No, as we go across that line, by the way, Caleb Tasema, Chaz Ingram, C.J. Chisholm, Kevin Hunter, and Julius Johnson. By the way, the 2 on the right-hand side of that line, Hunter, a freshman at 6'3", 325, and Julius Johnson is a sophomore, 6 foot, 290. Those are some big boys able to protect Fat Campbell. Mick Johnson is a senior running back, and he's been good all season long. Johnson stayed on his feet and is taken down eventually by Christian Peterman after a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 11.
Tackle by Christian Peterman.
Yeah, good penetration by the Explorers' defensive line there. I believe Gavin Muller was in on that. I can't believe he stayed on his feet. That would have been a tackle for a 5-yard loss instead of a 1.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Or sorry, that was a gain of 4.
Yep, it was gain of 4 after the false start pushed Bonner back behind the sticks. Beautiful night as the sun starts to go down. A bit windy here high atop this hill. Appreciative of Pat DeVenny, the athletic director for Bonner-Prendergast, for getting us set up here today to bring the action to both fan bases. Line to gain is the 30. Keenan Stahl got pressure, and it's incomplete. Chris Jones ran a really nice route, but Stahl forced Fat Campbell to get the ball out too quickly, Oliver. And a good job by LaSalle's defense to get off the field.
Yeah, this defense has been so solid recently and throughout the year. It's going to be a tough task for this Bonner offense to handle, as they're going to have to try to put up a bunch of points to this offense, which has also been really successful. But we're going to see O'Brien get a chance to return. We haven't seen him get a lot of opportunities to bring it back. We'll see what it looks like here.
Sophomore punter is Cole Romano. His heel's at the 4. LaSalle got pressure and got the block. Jimmy Dolan. And here comes Peterman inside the 15-yard line. One more look, and Dolan was the one to get in there. That's a heck of a job getting to the punter.
Yeah, the snap a little high. Had to try and get it out quick, but this good special teams gets there.
How about the camera debut, by the way, Tyler, for Oliver Gomez? I don't think he wants to get too good at that, but that was an excellent job there, using the zoom and capturing all of that.
Oliver, you can get both halves if you want.
Gavin Sidwar is in the shotgun. Des Ortiz to his right. And they'll get it started early. They got the big boys out there blocking. And Ortiz gets inside the 10. Nice job by LaSalle's big man to get there.
Tackle by Josiah Adams.
Josiah Adams made the tackle.
Yeah, great catch by Ortiz there. Pretty telegraphed play. You know, Ortiz, a big hero last week. We weren't sure who came down with it last week, Oates or Ortiz, but from our multiple camera angles, we were able to conclude that it was, in fact, Ortiz, which is, I believe, how you called it on the air, Bob.
That's right. You got to get it right. Jacob Jackson, by the way, big right tackle, got out there to make that block. Second down, I'll give him 5 on that one, so 5 to go. Line to gain is the 2. Nick Swanson is the man in motion. Sidwar will run another screen. What a block by Jackson. Touchdown LaSalle, touchdown Joey O'Brien. One more look at this one, Tyler. The big boy getting out and laying the boom.
Yeah, Brett Johnson looking for a block in the back there. Didn't get it. And that block set up the touchdown there.
Well, it's hard there. I mean, Jackson was ahead of the play. Certainly looks like he gets him in the back, but that defender is kind of running off the field there, nowhere near O'Brien, as Heck continues his winning ways. 7-0 LaSalle, and they score early against Bonner-Prendergast.
You got to feel it was I wasn't here for the coin toss, but did LaSalle win it?
I believe that LaSalle deferred.
Yeah, pretty interesting with the field position. You know, puts Bonner in a tough place on that third down pass, looking directly into the sun, into the wind, and on that punt. So certainly better field position being on the right side of the field in the first quarter.
This portion of today's game brought to you by the Great American Pub. Great restaurant in 3 locations, Phoenixville, Wayne, as well as Conshohocken. So make sure you go over there and say hello to Chuck Kempshire and the entire Great American Pub family. We appreciate what they're doing for us here. In fact, little birdie told me the game might be up and streaming in the bar here tonight. So if you can't get here to Delaware County, that is a good place to be. Heck cooks it to the 10-yard line, returned out to the 25. A very late flag comes in on the near side of the field.
John Luthi on the tackle.
Oliver nice and tight there on our white-hatted official. And it is a holding call against Bonner-Prendergast. Bonner-Prendergast, by the way, dressed in the bright green uniforms with the golden helmets. It's a good look there. Is it Bonner-Prendergast or Notre Dame out there on an alternate type of day?
Yeah, it is a good look. I do like how it kind of pops. I feel like you could kind of like camouflage yourself with the field too. You've seen some of those plays where the defender just lays down in the grass. maybe not that green, but.
Well, a big drive here for Bonner. 3 and out and a block punt. Ball hasn't been out of your own red zone yet. You got to put something together here. Put a little pressure on this LaSalle defense.
Well, let's see if Noah Fat Campbell can get the ball running deep here. He's a very good baseball player with a terrific arm. Handoff up the middle. Jamel Williams gets 2 big mitts on him, and he won't go any further. Gavin Muller in there on the stop as well. As we look at that defensive front to start here for LaSalle. That odd man front that we've seen all year long, Tyler, very, very impressive. Gavin Muller and Ryan Fandozzi will play as those edge rushers, and then Jamel Williams, he's been the stalwart all year long as that nose guard. Luthi and Claire, 2 guys to really keep an eye on in the linebacking core. Christian Peterman starting for an injured Chris Filippo, and Cooper Heilig is out there as well, number 43. O'Brien Dolan in the defensive secondary on our side of the field. 2nd and 8. Nearly picked off. 2 hands on it for Jimmy Dolan.
Yeah, that was a dangerous pass there. Jimmy Dolan had that read from the start. That got it out just in time there as well.
Really good ball skills by, well, you guessed it, Oliver, a receiver for LaSalle football team. Dolan goes both ways. The other 2 defensive backs, Trey Hopkins gets the start here tonight, and Justin Hawkins.
Justin Hawkins having his massive game last week, an interception, a couple key pass breakups. He's been fantastic, just adding to his resume last week.
Third down and 8. Line to gain is the 33-yard line. Beg your pardon, the 35 we'll call it. Campbell, they're going to throw the screen, and Jack Luthi out to make the play. Ball comes out. Who's going to come up with it? LaSalle thinks they have it, and they do. Crazy sequence as Jamel Williams pops the ball loose right there.
Jamel Williams already having himself a day there. It looked like that play was going to be short of the first down. Pop that ball out. I don't know how the Explorers got on it. That was surrounded by Bonner-Prendergast players.
So 8:41 left in this first quarter. And LaSalle has the football for the 2nd time in as many possessions inside the 30. And with that, we're going to introduce the 4th member of our broadcast team, Alex Shevchuk, with us. Alex, welcome, and a heck of a start for this Explorer team.
I mean, yeah, Bob, coming off of last week's win against St. Joe's Prep, the Explorers are 7-0, but they're ready to play some fierce competition against Bonner, who has beaten.
Oh, and that is caught by an ineligible receiver. That's going to be a penalty, I believe. One more look at this one. Very fortunate for it not to be an interception. Great job by that defensive front for Bonner-Prendergast, but it falls right into the hands of number 65, Zach Mangan. No flag comes down on the play. But it's 2nd down and a long, long way to go. That's penalty enough. 2nd down and 23. Line to gain is all the way down at the 19-yard line. And so they'll chip it away by trying to get some back with Des Ortiz. But Bonner-Prendergast, the front 4 of Terrence Jones, Chaz Ingram, the 2 defensive tackles, and Jalil Hall, C.J. Amobi with 5 tackles for loss in a recent game against Father Judge. They did a great job in that win, ran away with it. Amobi is the one they give the tackle to on that run from Ortiz.
Yep. Bonner gets a little more breathing room this time around on the defensive side, and they're wrecking havoc on the first 2 downs.
Big play here for this Bonner defense, not just keeping LaSalle in front of the sticks to gain, but keeping them out of Chris Heck's field goal range, which I guess we aren't too sure of.
And there's some wind at his tail going this direction as well, coming off his right shoulder. 3rd down and a long way to go. Sidwar, great protection. It's deflected again and incomplete. Closest to it was number 2, Jeremiah Coleman. And interesting there, Alex, Bonner-Prendergast not getting all the way to Sidwar, but getting their hands up. They have size on that front 4.
I mean, yeah, Bob, it's not a bad situation for them. They're in the midfield territory, and they'll have to go with a punt anyway. So they'll get good position on the field coming on to the offense.
Ty Morris back deep to return.
Morris is the deep man. Back after he was replaced late in that game against St. Joe's Prep by Chris Hack. Looked like he might have gone down and tweaked something there. So it looks like for the time being, Tyler, Chris Hack, place kicker, and Aiden Hatfield punting.
Yeah, I think, you know, we talked about the kind of culture that Brett Gordon instills with, like, competition, and you always got to, you know, be challenged by the guy next to you, and I think this is a good example of that.
First down and 10. Man in motion is Chris Jones, who aborts that mission. They'll hand off the last tackle, and Johnson taken down for a gain of 2. Now this game's starting to settle in a little bit here as the defenses start to flex their muscles. LaSalle gifted great position on that first offensive drive, Tyler, but Bonner's defense, I think that was an essential stop, and quite frankly, an impressive one, where that front four disrupted all 3 offensive snaps.
Yeah, I mean, that was great field position for the Explorers there, too. You know, I think they got it on the 35 there.
The wind howls, hearing it in our earbuds here. Second down and 8. Line to gain is the 30. Campbell gets by Gavin Muller, and Campbell gets rid of it. It's a good-looking throw, and it is caught. Joey O'Brien, the man in coverage, but a better play by the 6'5" senior Jalil Hall.
There's a lot going on in that play. Gavin Muller got caught trying to jump up in the air, which was the play. He thought the pass was getting out there, and the quarterback showed his athleticism there.
Hall is a West Virginia commit, a special talent. In fact, Tyler, you'll like this. Some of the schools out there wanted him as a defensive end or an outside linebacker, kind of a get-to-the-quarterback edge rush type of guy. Just that good of an athlete. Hall, though, going to go to play West Virginia football at the wide receiver position. Johnson bounces off a tackle. And he's stiff-arming his way past Dylan Clear out to the midfield stripe. That's a big-time runner here.
What a great run. Oh
my, this is a fumble.
And it did come out, so take a look at this replay. Hang with it to the tail end. There's the rip. Big momentum shift.
Kudos to Oliver again. Keeping us in the know with his camera work.
LaSalle picks up the fumble. Johnson tries to finish his run there, Alex. And LaSalle with the active hands.
I mean, yeah, Bob, ball safety is crucial in situations against teams like LaSalle, the #1 team in the state after beating St. Joe's Prep. It's going to be hard to kind of get the ball forward from this LaSalle defense.
First and 10. Sidwar, it's a bad snap, and he's able to come down with it. But Josh Simmons is eviscerated behind the line. Chaz Ingram in there on the stop.
I think he got tackled by that entire front four. Just great defensive penetration there by that front line.
Yeah, Romano got 2 hands on him as well. He was at the bottom of that pile. And Ingram, not the guy you want on the top of the pile if you're the guy getting tackled. Second down and 13.
Seems like ball security has been a bit of an issue on both sides of the ball. Like you said, bad snap there, Bob.
Second down and 13, LaSalle in the white. Sidwar has to get rid of it quickly. What a catch, Joey O'Brien. First down, LaSalle.
He just looked directly into the sun and one-handed that thing. It's just a casual Friday evening for Joey O'Brien.
Brilliance from the LaSalle junior, with schools all over the country drooling over him. Put another one on the highlight reel.
That catch was insane.
1st and 10. Line to gain is the 12. J.P. Oates is the tight end on the play, runs the seam. Instead, they're going to drop it off for Josh Simmons. Simmons makes a move. Touchdown. The lateral quickness stands out. The blocking was the difference, though.
That kind of aggressiveness is punished by that screen pass. Perfectly dialed up by Coach Brett Gordon and staff. Perfectly executed by Simmons.
That's the second time we're seeing that juke move again from Josh Simmons. He's just so quick and agile off the bounce, and he's just showing it here for the Explorers.
Christopher Heck on for the point after.
Good job on the hold there by Cole Trezak. 14-0 LaSalle. 3 minutes and 46 seconds to play here in this first quarter.
No score.
This portion of today's game brought to you by CJO Design and Construction, landscape contracting firm here in the greater Philadelphia area, run by our buddy Chad Ormond, who does a terrific job. For any backyard projects that you may have, make sure to give him a call and visit his website at cjodesignandconstruction.com. So maybe not what we expected here from this one, guys. 5-0 team, Bonner-Prendergast. They've been playing terrific football all year long, and LaSalle has been in control from the start on this one. This is returnable from the 6. And LaSalle strings that one out. It's tripped up shy of the 25-yard line.
Yeah, one of my biggest concerns if I'm an Explorers fan is, coming off an emotional win like last week, coming out of it flat against a very strong Bonner-Prendy team here. And, as you said, Bob, Explorers in control thus far.
1st and 10 for the Friars from the 24.
Friars back out on the field, looking to get things going offensively. It's been a struggle thus far. But you can see there's the juice in their step, Tyler. At least I can. I feel like this is a team that absolutely can play at this level and has, and beat Roman Catholic just a couple of weeks ago. They just got to hold on to the football and execute. And LaSalle stacks it up after a gain of 2. Right side of that defensive line came up big.
I love how dynamic that defensive front is. They had 4 men down, adjusted to a 3-man front, and it makes it hard, with gap assignments for those offensive linemen that are blocking.
Gain of 2.
3:08 to play here in this first quarter.
2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 coming up. Line to gain is the 34-yard line. LaSalle shows blitz up the middle. Campbell over the middle, it's incomplete. Justin Hawkins in there on coverage. A good throw, though, would have beaten him. It was just a little past the outstretched arm of the wide receiver for the Friars, Rob Ford.
Hawkins coming off a very impactful game against the Prep here. Had an interception, had many crucial tackles and stops in the backfield, and I don't think that's not going to be. Let me say that again. I expect much more of that here today at Bonner-Prendy.
Yeah, Hawkins, like you said, played out of his mind last week. Broke up at least 2 touchdown passes. Had a critical interception as well.
Doing it all with one hand as well.
He's got both hands still. The one's just got a big club on it.
Yeah, big old cast.
Lots of pressure, and it could have been intercepted. That, I think those guys had to realize there was a screen coming and thought, well, you know what? We're already committed. Let's go get the quarterback.
Yeah, it's not always the worst idea. Like sometimes, they expect the pressure, but not that quick. And it can break up the screen, even though it sounds counterintuitive.
So Romano will punt again. The first one was blocked by Jimmy Dolan.
Want to keep this one low with this wind.
Dolan again is sitting there And now he pulls back. Romano boots a beauty. Lots of room to return, though, for Joey O'Brien. O'Brien will scoot to the outside and step out of bounds. Bonner-Prendergast is incensed on this side of the field, wanting a penalty, but none coming. 1st and 10 for LaSalle.
This might be the worst field position the Explorers have started out with today so far, and they're on their own 47.
That is, you're right, the worst field position that they have had.
1st and 10 for the Explorers from their own 47.
4th time with the football. They've scored twice and have punted once. Now they'll go to a pistol look for the first time here today with Josh Simmons as the deep back. 3 wide. Simmons with that jump cut and just riding behind that big left tackle, number 66, Andrew Sorge.
Yeah, I mean, that's a heck of a job getting a gain there. That looked like it was going to be a tackle for a loss, but Simmons, you know, following, as you said, Sorge and Ortiz. I like when they have both of them, Ortiz and Simmons, out there.
Gain of 1 to the 48. 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. We're under 2 minutes here to go in this first quarter. Beautiful night in Delaware County. A 5 o'clock start. We'll get everybody home nice and early. We were worried for just a little while as the snap comes on 2nd and 9. Trickeration. Jimmy Dolan. Run out of bounds after a gain of 13. The pitch, Sidwar to Simmons to Dolan. 6-4-3 double play.
Sidwar set a little pick there too. Never saw one. He had his arms outstretched.
We're seeing Coach Gordon pull some tricks out of his hat. It's a very interesting look for the Explorers.
I say the 6-4-3 double play. It was a challenge getting down 476 and Route 3 here today. And I was sitting there thinking, my goodness, if there was a 4:08 first pitch here today, which would have been Game 5 at the bank, that might have just done us in. A screen pass. Joey O'Brien with patience and then hits the gas. Really nice job by LaSalle, and it's the athleticism, Tyler, of these offensive linemen getting down the field.
Yeah, obviously it's easy to credit Joey O'Brien's athleticism and patience there, but as you said, you know, the offensive line being the unsung heroes, getting down the field, keeping their blocks. You want to see a little life from the Friars here. The Explorers march, knocking on the door of the red zone.
1st and 10 from the 24. Great protection by that LaSalle offensive line. Plenty of time for Sidwar. Jimmy Dolan is still moving forward. He's the only LaSalle Explorer in there. And he gains another 3 yards after contact.
Dolan just did a great job of finding the seam in the zone there. Looked like a bit of confusion. There was some, you know, movement on that side of the field with the D-backs prior to the play.
For the Explorers, for the Bonner-Prendergast 7.
First and goal from the 7. 51 seconds and ticking here in this first quarter. They'll throw that lob. And great defense in there on the play by Bonner-Prendergast. Looked like Jeremiah Coleman in there on coverage. And that was somewhere in between a lob and a back shoulder where O'Brien was kind of going more for that pylon, if you will, but the ball came in a little flatter, like you would see Gavin Sidwar look for that back shoulder, and I think gave just Coleman enough time to get in there, and a heck of an athlete on the defensive side of the ball as well.
Here we go, Green! 2nd and goal.
Offside not called there as they got back onside, or they deem never crossed. Sidwar steps up. Sidwar flips it for J.P. Oates. Touchdown.
Gavin Sidwar's pass complete to John Patrick Oates.
One more look, little improvisation from the LaSalle junior quarterback.
Yeah, he used his legs last week, continues it this week, extended the play. Great throw, too, to a wide open JP Oates.
We don't see him step across the line of scrimmage to try and pick up yards on the ground, but he is really good at getting out of the pocket.
And Joey O'Brien and Gavin are probably going to talk on the sideline. I think Gavin's going to say, listen, Joey, that's how you put air under the ball. There's no tip on that one. Touchdown, LaSalle.
Alluding to the tipped ball, the last play of the game last week.
And Joey O'Brien's going to say, yeah, well, how'd that play end? And that was my touchdown pass, Gavin. You've had enough. Great relationship between these two young men and really this entire junior, senior classes as well for this LaSalle football program. A lot of love and a really good start to the season.
Tomorrow, October 12th, in the Federico Class of 70 Gymnasium for the 32nd annual Billy Lake ALS Basketball Marathon.
That's a really good start here for this LaSalle football team. I got to be honest, I didn't quite expect this. Undefeated Bonner-Prendergast, #1 ranked team, depending upon where you look in the 4A standings, and it's been deserved. They have gone out and challenged themselves in a big way. Perhaps one of those trap games that some folks would say and Brett would scoff at. And this team has come ready to play here tonight, and it's been Bonner that's been on their heels.
Yeah, the score speaks for itself. Still ticking away in the first quarter here. Explorers did a great job, like I said, with the field position, playing with the wind, playing with the sun, getting their points in early before they swap at the field to the second quarter.
First and 10 for the Friars from the 19.
Ball at the 19-yard line. Fat Campbell back in the pistol, 2 wide. A lot of extra blockers in there. And Mick Johnson got by 2 defenders. Jamel Williams bear hugs him to the ground after a gain of 3.
That was such a long play for a gain of 3 there.
And Johnson did a really, really nice job of eluding some good pressure into the backfield by this LaSalle team.
Yeah, that's what it took. Had to run laterally there to try to get as much yardage as he could.
Well, it is the end of 12 minutes of football. LaSalle leads 21-0. Stay with us here, folks. We'll be right back on Bob Long Sports.
More and more luxury vehicle buyers are choosing Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove for the easy, no-pressure atmosphere. Whether you buy online, in person, or a little of both, Faulkner Infiniti makes it easy and affordable to drive world-class luxury. Choose from the new QX60, full-size QX80, or the innovative QX50. Faulkner always has a great selection in stock, ready for delivery. Come find out for yourself why more people choose Faulkner Infiniti. To be sure.
First-time homebuyer, seasoned investor, looking to sell a property from the Poconos to the Greater Lehigh Valley, Philadelphia and surrounding areas, all the way to the Jersey Shore. I'm your guy. Speaking of the shore, if you're not down here right now in Ocean City watching this game live, you need to give me a call because you should be down here experiencing the beautiful Jersey Shore with us in your own beach house.
Start of the second quarter, it's 2nd and 7 for Bonner-Prendergast. LaSalle with a 21-0 lead. Pressure comes. Campbell felt the pressure and able to dart to the sideline for a first down. Gain of 9.
Man, he took off.
Good thing, too.
Campbell showing his speed there. Yeah, felt the pressure. There wasn't, another second to lose there. I think that's what you got to do. I think you got to make Campbell use his legs there more and, maybe have some designed runs or something. Get this Friars offense cooking.
Ball at the 27.
Or frying.
They did not give him that first down. Look at that, 3rd down and 2. Tough angle, I guess, from over here. So now, and all of a sudden, huge play on 3rd down. Got to keep the sticks moving. Flipping it to the outside. It's a great play call. Making one miss. Jones out of bounds at the 37. That's just a math equation there, guys. You got more receivers out there than LaSalle has blockers, and these receivers just lock in and do a great job of blocking without holding.
Solve for X. But yeah, a much needed first down for this Friars offense. I want to say it's their first down. Maybe their second.
Yeah, and certainly on the fumble, he had first down yardage, right?
Yeah.
And then fumbled the football. Claire rushes, but couldn't get to Mick Johnson. Really athletic play, though, by Ryan Fandozzi, the edge rusher, number 44.
Fandozzi, as you said, switched numbers middle of the year. We don't really see that too often. And he's rocking that 44 well.
Well, I think I mentioned it on the last game. I got no inside here, but 44 does allow you to play a lot of offensive positions in pass-catching roles. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Or maybe he ripped the 67 and they can't get a new one in before the end of the season. Good protection for Campbell. Delivers the football and taken down on the play by Joey O'Brien. That's the 6'5" West Virginia commit Jaleel Hall on the catch.
Almost an equally tall Joey O'Brien at 6'4".
And look at this set here. We got two tight ends coming into the game. Luke McGlesney, great in the run blocking area, and C.J. Amobi. We saw him get a tackle for loss early in the contest. He's out there to block as well. Handoff. First down for Johnson. He needed 2. He got 5.
The Friars seem like they're getting in a groove here, using their legs, leaning on their run game. Another much-needed first down as they're knocking on the door of the Explorers territory.
That sun is very nearly down. The lights are on here at Bonner-Prendergast High School. They split out Chris Jones into the slot. Now they're overloaded on that side of the field. They're going to go to Hall. Hall makes the play and turns on the Jets. It's a really nice job by LaSalle to make the tackle. Might have been Dolan, and I think he's down on the play. Got dinged up in the tackling of Jaleel Hall. And it is Dolan. Keep another look at number 4 there. Hall gets to just another level, another speed there. So we'll take this time out with Jimmy Dolan down on the play. Stay with us, and we'll be right back.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He's gone!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions. The global...
First down and 10 as we're back to action. Mick Johnson breaks one tackle, dragging LaSalle defenders, but they're able to nudge him after a gain of just 1. Jamel Williams in there on the stop, as well as Keenan Stahl, Trey Hopkins, and Joey O'Brien. All 4 of them to bring down Mick Johnson.
I think all 4 of them could equally be credited with that tackle. They were all really in on it.
Well, this is a really, really nice drive here by Bonner-Prendergast. It's a methodical drive, but moving down the field consistently. The only problem, of course, Tyler, is they kind of got punched in the mouth early in this one, trailing 21-0. By far the largest deficit of the year for the 5-0 Friars. Fat Campbell, the quarterback, has good protection, takes the shot, and had a man open. Overthrew Jeremiah Coleman.
And, that could be maybe alluded to throwing against the wind on the first quarter and then throwing with it on the second, because that was going for 6.
And you know what else it was, Tyler? A terrific play call there by Jack Muldoon. Mick Johnson, LaSalle realizing they're going to have to commit numbers in the box, so they run play action after there were some nice runs to get down into this position. That's where you take the shot. Just an execution test at that point.
And Prep last week had almost 2 very similar touchdown throws, broken up by Hawkins on both, I think.
8:05 to play. Second quarter, it's 3rd down and 9. Likely 4-down territory. Campbell stands in, takes another shot, a lot of contact, and out comes the flag. Jimmy Dolan doesn't like the call. I think the replay will prove these officials correct here. We might catch it on the left-hand side of our screen. Just right at the end there, there's certainly a grab.
Might have been a little bit of acting there too. Not that Dolan didn't grab, I think that is the right call, but definitely threw his hands up and tripped. I don't think it was enough contact to force a fall like that, but I think he realized that the ball was over his head and did a great job.
So on the 15-yard walk-off, it was 3rd and 9. We've talked about this on our broadcast over the course of time. High school football, it's not an automatic first down. So you'll see, hey, a 3rd and 17, 15-yard penalty will make it 3rd and 2. But of course, with 3rd and 9, they walk that off, and the Friars have a first down from the LaSalle 21-yard line. Keep an eye far side of the field. Jalil Hall and Joey O'Brien. No safety help there afforded by LaSalle. They're going to go the other way. One-on-one coverage, and Justin Hawkins physical against the larger Rob Ford. And a penalty is coming against Bonner-Prendergast. It is a hold. You see it right there on the left or the right-hand side of your screen. Gavin Muller's helmet was pulled off. Might even be able to slow it down one more time. Yeah, right there. Might as well freeze frame it. And then Hawkins, as we catch him in frame here, turns and gets his head around. Ball thrown out of bounds anyways. That is terrific step-for-step coverage, Alex, by Justin Hawkins.
I mean, that is something normal that we see from Justin Hawkins' senior season. He's been doing a terrific job of just sticking his man and turning around at the right moment to deflect balls.
Pitch to the short side of the field. Doesn't matter to Mick Johnson as he steps out of bounds at the 21-yard line. He gained 10. He got that full yardage back from the penalty. And this is power action. So when you're pulling at that point a right guard or a right side of the line of scrimmage offensive lineman and basically overloading and kind of leading the way there, that's what we call power. And running that power toss sweep, Bonner-Prendergast gets him right back onto the stick, 2nd down and 10. Campbell, he'll take the shot for the end zone. Hall, it's through his hands. Trey Hopkins the closest to it, and there was confusion in the defensive secondary for LaSalle.
Yeah, massive confusion there. It looked like, Joey O'Brien was kind of lost out there, and again, it looked like just bit off on execution there. A well-designed play by the Friars.
So now a big 3rd down. 7 minutes to play here in the second quarter.
3rd and 10 for the Friars from the Explorers 21.
You got to pick up 6 here for the Friars. Second half winding down. Nothing doing on offense so far. You got to get something going here.
Yep, second quarter action, looking to get a score before the half, and I agree with you, Oliver. To get 6, and it's now going to be 3rd and 15. It is 4-down territory, you would have to think. Certainly a difficult environment to kick a field goal with the wind. And quite frankly, Oliver, I don't know what a field goal does you in a 21-0 game at this point. They need 7, like you said.
That doesn't help. Just jumped when they saw the Explorers, shift in 2 extra guys on the line.
3rd and 15. Line to gain is all the way at the 11-yard line. Campbell, good protection. Hall, it's again overthrown. That time it was Jeremiah Coleman, beg your pardon, the intended receiver. He ran a post route, Tyler, and he had 2 defensive backs beaten.
Yeah, I thought that was a touchdown all day. The way it just kind of hung up there, maybe to a fault again. I don't want to keep harping on the wind, but it is, with them there. So might have just got under the ball a little bit.
All right, Oliver, so the offense is going to stay out there. What do you think here, 4th and 15?
I think you got to go back to it. You've had 3 would-be, well, probably should be, to be honest, touchdowns towards the end zone, but just a little overthrown. And like Tyler said, probably a little bit because of how the wind affected him in the first quarter. But you got to take a shot at the end zone here. If not, drop it within the 10-yard line.
And LaSalle calls timeout. Good call there, I think. 7 minutes, 6:53, beg your pardon, left in this second quarter. And, Alex, timeout's not as at a premium as they are in the second half, of course, here. And this is a call you want to get right.
I mean, yeah, Bob. I mean, LaSalle doesn't want Bonner to get on the board here, and they want to have that comfortable lead. So if it means that they have to take a timeout just so they have their secondary right without any confusion, that's what they have to do, and that's why Brett Gordon calls that timeout there.
From one 98 grad to another, Brett Gordon, class of 1998. How about Andrew Buda-Rakowski from the class of 1998? The Riley Rakowski and Malloy Funeral Home is an enthusiastic supporter of the LaSalle football program. Andrew Buda-Rakowski from the class of 1998 sends his best to Brett Gordon, the student athletes, and the LaSalle football program as a whole. Riley Rakowski and Malloy Funeral Home, a proud sponsor of our coverage. So it is 4th down. Line to gain is the 11-yard line. That big offensive line, we mentioned them. Tessima, Ingram, Chisholm, Hunter, and Johnson dealing with that odd man front. The 4 linebackers in that front 7 for LaSalle. Can they give Fat Campbell the time he needs to deliver the football down the field? Campbell coming back the other direction. A lot of contact. And the flags stay in the pocket. Turnover on downs. It's a tough no call, I think, there.
Yeah, Dolan doesn't help his case by putting his hands up like he didn't do anything.
And maybe that ball's uncatchable?
Yeah, it just seemed like I don't know if Dolan completely disrupted the route or if it was just a miscommunication there, but.
Yeah, you're definitely, where that ball ends up, you're definitely looking for a post there. This ball towards the near pylon.
Or post going for
corner
route. So a flag.
Had that flipped here.
That's right. But you're right, though. I think to your point, though, like he starts running post, and that's the deception in that route, Oliver, because he's trying to put his foot in the ground and then go to the flag. It's a good route, but it takes a lot of protection, and he needs to have that ball in the backfield for long enough to let that route develop. Good run on 1st down. As we like to say, Tyler, 3 yards and a cloud of old rubber tire parts.
I might need clarification.
No, the little black sudsy things on the turf
field. Those things
field.
are horrible. They get in everything.
Exactly.
Turf burn it's not great.
We've said that before. He doesn't listen to me, guys. You know, you hear this.
I'm watching a football game.
That's
here.
true. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Not worried about the beads on the field.
That's right. 2nd and 7. Line to gain the 36. Sidwar delivers for Josh Simmons. Got right near the line to gain. Jeremiah Coleman able to cut down the angle and take him down.
Tackle by Jeremiah Coleman.
Already moving the sticks forward. A 1st down. A 6-yard pass from Sidwar to Simmons.
Yeah, I thought they got him short there. It looked like Simmons had it on the outside and decided to cut up inwards, and that turned out to be the right choice for the 1st down.
Well, these games can go one of 2 ways, can't they? Coming off on a short week, a very emotional win. And they got a great route there going. Wide open is J.P. Oates. Oates is inside the 25-yard line. Let's get another look at this one if we can. Brilliant route there. Just fakes and then goes.
I mean, you saw that before Sidwar saw it, I think, Bob. He called it as he saw it. Great job by Oates.
And that's forcing that defensive back, Alex, into a really tough spot to make a decision because you got the outside receiver curling. And it almost looks like, okay, if you're switching on man-to-man there, then the other defensive back has to come off. And, yeah, that puts him in a vulnerable spot. Good route by Oates.
I mean, yeah, with also the accuracy of Sidwar, it's just a miss. It's a hit-or-miss situation there, Bob.
Again looking for Oates over the middle. That read option, that RPO there as he pulls it from the running back and then flips it over the middle. Oliver, I know we've talked about this play a lot. LaSalle starting to get this one down the seam.
Yeah, J.P. Oates just so athletic, so quick over the middle of the field. If Sidwar can find him quick, you get the ball in his hands early in his route, and he's able to spring in for yards after the catch.
And a flag comes down. Half the distance to the goal after the encroachment penalty against Bonner-Prendergast. That'll put them inside the 5 to about the 3.5 yard line.
We could start calling it the Sidwar special. With
got Simmons out as a receiver there.
Handoff, Des Ortiz dives for the end zone, has it. Touchdown, LaSalle. 27-0.
All those lines on the field are a little confusing, but yeah, Sidwar knew it was a touchdown. Play a lot of different sports on these high school football fields.
They sure do. Now this is, you're going to get the tail end of that one as he dives for it. There's a good look, Tyler. Looking for that white line there. J.P. Oates knows it. Touchdown as he got his hands up. That one might have been blown dead before the snap.
Going to be an offsides call.
On the try, there's encroachment against the Friars.
And again, because this is high school, if this was at the college level, right, they more than likely would have let that offside penalty go. The kick would have been converted, and then LaSalle would have been declining this penalty. But because it's in high school, it's the same as a dead ball type of false start penalty. And so they'll do it again. Chris Heck. Up and good. And we got another whistle here. Helmet came off on the play. The officials talking this one over, but the special teams unit are coming off the field. The score shows 28-0.
Personal foul called against the Friars.
And so the personal foul called against Bonner-Prendergast. That one, Tyler, can be assessed on the kickoff, and so LaSalle will have an opportunity here to kick this one deep.
Yeah, and Explorers looking at maybe a running clock in the second half if they get the ball back and get another 7.
4 minutes, 1 second remaining until halftime. LaSalle 28, Bonner-Prendergast.
I love the pep band standing on the track over there.
And what band is that? Do either of you guys know?
Just a pep band. They have a bunch of different ones, but this is just going to be, I think.
I apologize. What song were they covering there?
I'm not sure.
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Oh, of course.
Oh, okay. There you go. Which is Nirvana?
Yeah.
There you go,
Well
Tyler.
well, there you go, Bob.
So there was some sort of penalty here. They put him on the Bonner 45.
Yeah, so it was a personal foul penalty assessed against Bonner-Prendergast on the extra point attempt. And so they will just kick that as deep as they can into the end zone for a touchback.
Kick is into the end zone for the touchback.
The sun's going down. It's getting a little brisk out here.
.401 to play in the second quarter.
If you're the Explorers, played a near perfect game so far.
And we were kind of getting at that, right, Tyler? I mean, after that emotional win, it can go one of two ways. You can come out flat, a little sleepy, a little hungover, and this team has done anything but that.
It's a culture thing.
It is a culture thing, and it's one of those things where it can springboard your season to play at a higher level than you had prior to that point, which, by the way, they'll need to accomplish what they want to accomplish this year. Salim Frink is a junior running back. He comes in for protection purposes at the running back position. Good flip to the outside and a great start for Bonner-Prendergast. Chris Jones, the 5'8" senior.
It looked like Jaleel Hall, I don't want to call it a rub route, but was just kind of in the way there to act as a blocker of sorts and kind of unleash that for more yardage for the first down.
Ball at the 34-yard line, clock ticking. I'll beg your pardon, stop now with under 4 minutes to go, so out of bounds, clock stops. Campbell, hands off to Frink. And he's taken down by Jamel Williams. Dylan Clare got a hand on him as well after a gain of 2.
Dylan Clare came up for the tackle.
Temperature's starting to drop a little bit as the sun goes down. I don't know if I just said that, but
oh yeah,
starting to feel like fall out here.
To the 36.
I was happy to see everybody come in long sleeves. There's a game every year where, it starts, it's 70 degrees, and by the end it's 47, and that's usually the last time my broadcast partners don't wear, pants or long sleeves. Yeah, sandals like Keith Binsfeld. It's a good-looking ball there, but Chris Jones, I don't know if he didn't read the ball off his hands there, really didn't make much of an effort to get inside to that ball.
Yeah, and it's just been, they're so close with these deep passes of converting them, and it's just either, a little off on the execution or a little off on the communication.
Yeah, I want to take a look. I mean, that's Jones right there, and he sees that ball the whole time, never once makes a move towards the hash marks.
You can see the big collision there with O'Brien in the middle of the field as well. Not called. I think Jaleel Hall.
3rd down, 8 yards to go. They'll flip it out wide, and it's incomplete, they say. The other question would have been, was that a lateral, but blown dead at the line of scrimmage, intended for Mick Johnson.
If he caught that, Peterman was crushing him here.
That is a backwards pass, guys. I tell you what, that's a missed call. I mean, I know we have the Tennessee Titans, Buffalo Bills, Music City Miracle angle here, but that ball was released at the 31 and hit at the 29-yard line. So a fortunate break for Bonner-Prendergast there.
And LaSalle is itching at another opportunity to score a touchdown before this first half ending, possibly starting the 35-point lead, meaning the running clock.
Romano has been good punting the football. O'Brien, though, with a lot of room to return, makes one miss. Here come the blockers, and he's hit and dropped at the 47-yard line. The runaway freight train. But Cole Lachlan made a really nice play.
Yeah, good to see O'Brien come up after that one. That was a big hit there.
But like you said, Alex, great position here for LaSalle, an opportunity to get that running clock started, which I don't know. You talk to anybody, I don't know that they had that in today's bingo card. This is a Bonner-Prendergast team that beat Roman Catholic. I mean, fair and square. And a lot of yards is going to come off here, by the way. There was a block in the back called against LaSalle. But I just don't think folks had this as the expectation for tonight, the two leading teams in the red division.
No, I agree, me included, Bob. I thought this was going to be maybe a bit of a low-scoring first half, similar to the Hawks game we saw last week. But, Sal kicking the doors open.
1st and 10 for the Explorers.
So they'll need to go 62 yards to score before the end of the half. Plenty of time to do it. 2 timeouts remain for LaSalle. The big boys on the right side of that line, Sorge and Jackson, with Pinkerton as the starting center. They're going to run to that side of the field, pulled down from behind. Really nice tackle on the play by Ashton Woodard. Kind of a guy that Jack Muldoon has said to us is getting on-the-job training. He's a really, really good athlete. They love what he can do, but hasn't played a ton of this position. And really made a nice play there.
Yeah, definitely a position that requires experience. So that's a heck of a way to learn.
Jimmy Dolan splits out to the near side. He'll be defended by Robert Nettles Carter, a freak athlete and a physical cornerback. He comes right up to the line of scrimmage on Dolan. It's second down and 6 yards to go. Gavin Sidwar avoids one. The flag comes in, but Des Ortiz is hammering down the field. Likely will come back in the area of a holding penalty.
That was incredible athleticism from Sidwar there. I can't believe he got that off.
Everybody's coming back this direction here.
Holding is the call against LaSalle.
So they'll back that up 10 yards.
Beyond the holding call, though, just great job by Sidwar stepping up in the pocket, making something out of nothing. Him and Des Ortiz have had such good connection.
Yep, and he improvised there. Again, very similar to what he had done, Oliver, on the touchdown pass to J.P. Oates. Simmons is the man in motion, 2 running backs out there. And so they will throw the screen that way. Nick Swanson pulled down after a gain of 5. 3rd down and 11.
I'm not sure what you dial up at 3rd and 11, but with the score the way it is, I don't think you try to force a deep ball here.
Well, if you're confident in your offensive line's ability to protect here, I think Brett Gordon talked about it all week, having confidence in his players. Let Gavin Sidwar air it out. Third and 12. Line to gain is the 48-yard line on this side of the field. Under a minute to go. And Sidwar pressured. Got away from one. And a great play by Josh Simmons. It'll be well short of the first down marker, but my goodness. There's that danger you talked about, Tyler, on that 3rd and long. Pin your ears back defensively.
Yeah, that was that's kind of a scary throw from Sidwar, if not impressive.
So Bonner-Prendergast not using timeouts. LaSalle can run this down almost to the bitter end. And I don't think they'll snap the football until they call the timeout with 1 second left on the play clock.
Something to keep in mind, Joey O'Brien, after that kick return, has been with the trainer behind the LaSalle bench.
That was a big hit. He looked okay when he first popped up, but
something we'll keep an eye on. Good eyes there, Alex Shevchuk. So it is halftime. It's 28-0 LaSalle. And this portion of today's game brought to you by E&M Insurance, an independent local insurance agency serving the area's business and personal insurance needs. E&M Insurance is owned and operated by Chris Marr. Chris Marr from the class of 1989 and father of Brendan and Ryan from the classes of 2018 and 2020. Located in North Wales, Pennsylvania, E&M Insurance has been servicing the Delaware Valley insurance needs since 1988. Built on the principles of providing superior customer service and quality insurance for their customers. They're an independent agent, meaning they work with a select group of highly rated insurance companies that have proven their performance over the years. E&M Insurance can help provide solutions for your business or personal insurance on all levels. Excel at providing the best coverage and finding the best coverage at the best rates. For those of you in the LaSalle or Bonner community with youthful age drivers, call E&M to see if they can improve your coverage and save you money. Look for them on the web at eandminsurance.com or find them on Facebook.
Live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss.
We're here to show you a better way to spend your state income taxes and get the money to where it's needed to most to the thousands of qualified kids.
What we like about Blocks is they really know where the need is.
This program ensures that their dollars come 100% into these kids for their tuition assistance.
If you are able, Blocks makes the EITC piece go very quickly and very smoothly.
Turn your PA State tax liability into need-based scholarships and receive a 90% tax credit.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgages dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He scored!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers. In over 10,000 bars, restaurants, and cinemas across America, and customizable packages for every type of venue. Make your business the place for the next must-see event. Because if fans can't make it to the stadium or arena, your venue is the next best place.
What does this win mean?
Been with the family for a long time. With our team chemistry, it was bound to happen.
Just close, baby!
Such a big win from Cross Country Mortgage. Dedicated to getting it done.
Welcome to LaSalle. I'm Brother James, the school's president since 2012, and I am so happy you're taking some time to explore all the opportunities LaSalle offers to a young man beginning his high school career. But first, I wanted to share with you some history. LaSalle College High School is named after John Baptiste de LaSalle, who was born in Reims, France in 1651. In de LaSalle's day, education was largely for the sons of the upper class and delivered in Latin. De LaSalle saw the impracticality of this approach for meeting the needs of many of the working class children, so he pioneered both education in French, the vernacular language, and teaching many boys simultaneously. Thus, the modern classroom was born. To receive those benefits, the students in de LaSalle's Christian schools required teachers. These men became the first brothers. When they came to Philadelphia in the 1850s, the brothers of the Christian schools found Irish and German immigrant families living in conditions not very different from those de LaSalle encountered with his students. Beginning with primary school education, the school that became LaSalle College High School started in West Kensington in 1858, moving 3 times before coming to this beautiful Wynmore campus in 1960. The founding LaSallian vision had community at its core, believing that students should behave as brothers to one another and that the teachers function best like older brothers and sisters to the students in our care. Yet the LaSallian story is also one of unceasing innovation, a commitment to respond to the needs of the present with the same creativity that got it all started in 1680. We clearly face some daunting challenges today, just as we did 340 years ago when the LaSalle schools began. As you continue to explore all this school has to offer, I think you will find us uniquely prepared to help you meet such challenges, to thrive and grow throughout life, whatever the obstacles. If you're looking for a high school where teachers will not just impart knowledge, but will serve as mentors and guides throughout your life's journey, where you won't have just classmates for 4 years, but brothers for life, where you will not pick up just skills, but find your life's calling, where you will not just become successful in life, but learn to be successful at living, look hard at what LaSalle has to offer. See yourself as a LaSalle man, a part of the LaSalle family. God bless you during this time of exploration, and always.
I feel like LaSalle is one of those high schools where every single sport team is a really good sports team.
Joining a team or a club, it really gives you that sense of brotherhood that I think most kids look for at LaSalle.
I'd say the coaches are supportive because they're constantly encouraging you and they want what's best for you as well.
We have everything on campus that we could ever imagine.
And we all look out for one another. We want to help each other succeed.
Make sure that we all can reach our maximum potential.
When you spend so much time together with your brothers, you really develop a bond that's just unbreakable.
Halftime here from Bonner-Prendergast High School. And as you can see, we got no football, not right now at least. We got another 4 minutes and change until the second half starts. So I wanted to bring it back and give you high-level thoughts on this first half. LaSalle jumped on Bonner-Prendergast, and that really for me was the story of the game. How was LaSalle going to respond to the emotional toll that the victory took last week of Saturday night, as late as you can play a football game on a weekend, and to come back just about as early as you can play a football game in a weekend. A 5 o'clock start at Bonner-Prendergast, another undefeated team, and effectively staring, in a lot of ways, the Red Division title in the face. And how this team responded, well, shows a lot about their character. Up 28-0, and really haven't left out any doubt. Turn it over to Oliver now. Oliver Gomez with us. The thing about Bonner-Prendergast is they can move the football when they're operating well, but they've made some mistakes, and LaSalle really has not.
Yeah, they've definitely had a couple shots at the end zone. They've had opportunities to put points up on the board, but just overthrowing the ball a little bit in that second quarter. Couple mistakes, couple drops, couple fumbles, and they're just kind of shooting themselves in the foot, along with a couple short yard, 5-yard penalties, encroachments, offsides, false starts. So a game that Bonner really should have a little bit closer, but just again, like you said, Bonner making too many mistakes, LaSalle limiting their mistakes is going to be the tail of the storyline here.
Alex Shevchuk, what's it going to take here in the next 24 minutes for LaSalle to just clean up and really finish off their business here tonight?
I mean, yeah, Bob, I mean, what a start here for the Explorers, 28-0 at half. But the Explorers want to stay connected and just stay organized and have their strategy planned out on defense. I mean, sometimes you see some confusion there in the secondary, but once LaSalle gets that cleaned up, they can just finish the job out here in the second half at Bonner-Prendy.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back for the start of the second half here on Bob Long Sport.
More and more luxury vehicle buyers are choosing Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove for the easy, no-pressure atmosphere. Whether you buy online, in person, or a little of both, Faulkner Infiniti makes it easy and affordable to drive world-class luxury. Choose from the new QX60, full-size QX80, or the innovative QX50. Faulkner always has a great selection in stock, ready for delivery. Come find out for yourself why more people choose Faulkner Infiniti. To be sure.
First-time homebuyer, seasoned investor, looking to sell a property from the Poconos to the Greater Lehigh Valley, Philadelphia and surrounding areas, all the way to the Jersey Shore. I'm your guy. Speaking of the shore, if you're not down here right now in Ocean City watching this game live, you need to give me a call because you should be down here experiencing the beautiful Jersey Shore with us in your own beach house.
show you a better way to spend your state income taxes and get the money to where it's needed to most to the thousands of qualified kids.
What we like about Blocks is they really know where the need is.
This program ensures that their dollars come 100% into these kids for their tuition assistance.
If you are able, Blocks makes the EITC piece go very quickly and very smoothly.
Turn your PA state tax liability into need-based scholarships and receive a 90% tax credit.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue. Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfort Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgages dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car
Welcome back, folks. This is LaSalle College High School football and Philadelphia Catholic League football on Bob Long Sports. We're getting underway here in the third quarter. LaSalle won the toss and elected to defer their choice to the second half, and they'll take the football now. From the 30, with an opportunity, Alex Shevchuk with us here today to drive the ball down the field, and with a touchdown and an extra point could send this game, this undefeated matchup, to a running clock.
I mean, yeah, Bob, and that's kind of the goal here for the Explorers here. Just get the ball on the running clock and finish the game out here for the Explorers.
Oliver Gomez is with us here as well, pulling double duty tonight, by the way, doing a great job on camera. Your thoughts on what we've seen through this first half for those of us that those of watching alongside didn't catch you at halftime?
Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit throughout the first half and through the break. It's just not what we expected from this Bonner team. It's just a game where, again, like you said, two undefeated sides trying to come in and battle for the PCL championship.
Gavin Sidwar takes a shot deep into double coverage. Oh, what a catch, Nick Swanson.
And in the absence of McFadden and Filippo out of this wide receiver core, Swanson has had some extended reps, and he has been fantastic. Touchdown at the prep last week. A nice catch there.
Rival Joey O'Brien's catch earlier.
Quickly snapping the football and getting it to Des Ortiz. Desmond Ortiz with a gain of 2 on first down.
Speaking of which, looks like Joey O'Brien's night might be over. Don't see him out in the field. Makes sense.
And certainly you hope that's just precautionary there, Tyler.
Yeah, that's what I was implying. Sorry.
Yep, he was hit on a punt return in the second quarter. It was a good one as well, just across midfield. He got hit low on the play, but again, nothing apparent. He certainly was looked at by the trainer, but we hope that he'll be okay. There was no extended stoppage or anything like that, no multiple trainers. He was up and off on his own power. So I agree with Tyler that may be something in a 28-0 game. You're going to get other guys some reps anyway.
This might be an official's timeout here.
Yeah, it might be. It is a stoppage, and I don't know if it's a clock issue or what have you.
I think it's a chain issue. They were trying to get everything set after LaSalle got quickly to the line. Looks like they got it figured out now.
Yep, 2nd and 8. Line to gain is the 29-yard line.
Again, 2nd and 8.
Sidwar stands in. Josh Simmons makes the catch and gets the first down. Needed 8, got 9.
Yeah, I love when they get Josh Simmons in open space like that as a receiver. Does a great job. Sidward does a great job standing in that pocket as it collapsed around him as well. He's done had amazing pocket awareness tonight.
Well, and again, what you have there, Tyler, right, is you have two receivers on that far side of the field. Simmons comes that way from the slot position. On the near side of the field, that receiver just runs to the flag, and so when Simmons comes across the middle, he's the only guy dragging a defender to that side of the field. So there was no defenders there in the area to make the tackle after he made the play. That total near side of the field was open for him. Simmons up the gut, touchdown. Josh Simmons from 29 yards out.
I mean, look at the agility coming from Josh Simmons. Just gets through that hole and just goodbye. That's 6 there for Josh Simmons.
And by the way, there was a pancake block there by number 78. And you know who that is. That's the big 6'8" Grayson McHugh.
He catches footballs, right?
He's a football catcher. And you tell you what, they're going to put another moniker behind his name. He's going to win tonight's Blocks Block of the game. Now, that is a new sponsor of ours, and certainly you saw their ads, a nonprofit organization where you can turn your PA tax liability into need-based scholarships to support your school and receive a 90% tax credit refund. You can find them at blocks.com, BLOCS.com/tax credit. And Grayson McHugh, proud owner of the Blocks Block of the game.
Heck just hit the U-Haul truck with his boot there. Hope they took out the security deposit on that rental.
So 35-0, and we are in a running clock situation here with 9:33 to play in the third quarter. Caught it to 5.
Dylan Sprittle on the return.
Dylan Sprittle takes it out to the 25-yard line.
Colton McAleer on the tackle.
Yeah, the Explorers have had a strong special teams this year as well, firing on all cylinders, I'd say, all three facets of the football.
You know, we talk about this Bonner-Prendergast team and 7-0 against 5-0. You might ask the question, how is Bonner-Prendergast only 5-0 through this point in the season? Again, we talked about how challenging their schedule has been to this point. They've had 0 cupcakes on that schedule, but 2 games were missed actually because of how the schedule was done by the league this year. So if you remember, right, we talked about this at the jump as LaSalle calls timeout. Bonner-Prendergast is up to the red division for the first time in a long time, certainly playing against the largest schools in the Catholic League. And they also have to play against the 4A schools for classification and for state tournament type purposes. So that's Archbishop Bryan, that's Cardinal O'Hara, and there is one more, I believe, in that grouping. But basically they have to go down and play those schools even though they are not all in the red division. The Catholic League decided to schedule those early, right? So basically the first how many ever games that Bonner-Prendergast played. And then the back end of the schedule is the red division games of teams not in their classification. So that effectively left their open scheduling, right, in the middle of the season. And most of the other schools in the other leagues are, of course, playing their own league games. There's not a lot of openings, and so they had some challenges getting some scheduling. By the way, Archbishop Wood was that other 4A team that's down at the blue division that they have to play even though they're in the red. So they tried to play the Pennington School. Frankfort High School kind of bailed on them, unfortunately. And so they haven't had as many reps as you might expect here through mid-October, just 5-0 on the year.
Tackle by Dylan Clare.
Dylan Clare makes the tackle. On the run on the play by number 10, the reserve tailback, Salim Frink.
Looks like mostly still the starting D out there, maybe some new faces. I don't think we've seen too much of Keenan Stahl tonight. He's out there.
Yeah, he definitely got some run, though.
Yeah.
Provided some pressure in the backfield, but we'll see a lot of him. He's really knifed his way into this rotation, though, over the course of the year, Tyler. A quick out. Christian Peterman with a nose for the football. No gain on the play.
Yeah, Peterman just pivoted. He was running full head of steam and did a great job of changing his route there, making a nice tackle.
Oliver maybe the unsung hero of last week's game, talking a lot about Desmond Ortiz making the catch, Joey O'Brien making the throw, Gavin Sidwar's 4 touchdowns, the incredible interception by Grayson McHugh. But who got his hands on that football when McHugh made the interception but Christian Peterman?
Yeah, he's been all over the place this year. He had an interception in that Haverford game, like you said, the tip ball leading to one of the most crazy sequences we've seen. And everyone on this defense has been able to step up, make their plays. And the success, the low scores that LaSalle has held their opponents to this year is just everybody doing their part. And LaSalle doing it today without Eddie Sutter, who's been one of their better guys in the secondary.
This portion of today's game brought to you by the Riley, Rakowski, and Malloy Funeral Home, an enthusiastic supporter of the LaSalle football program. Andrew Buda Rakowski from the class of 1998 sends his best to Brett Gordon, the student-athletes, and the LaSalle football program as a whole. Proud sponsor of our coverage, Riley, Rakowski, and Malloy. Third down, 7 yards to go. Line to gain is the 33-yard line. Campbell stands in, fires, and incomplete. Intended for Jaleel Hall, and a late flag comes in against Justin Hawkins. And I think the replay will bear that out, Alex. Certainly some contact came from Hawkins before the ball arrived.
Yeah, Bob, you can clearly see the bump there right before the catch there. That's a no-brainer there for the ref.
Had a one-on-one, number 1 Jaleel Hall with number 1 Justin Hawkins, and Hawkins is just a little early there. Probably didn't need to do that. would have been off the field.
Not a stereotypical mistake from Justin Hawkins. Been very clean in the secondary so far. One of the first penalties they've got him this year.
1st and 10 for the Friars from the 41.
Clock continues to run here at 7:21. Salim Frink off the left tackle. Gain of 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 upcoming.
Frank saw Jamil Williams up the middle, and he's like, no, I'm going to bounce this one to the outside, and did a good job of it.
Cool story about Bonner-Prendergast, by the way, dressed, as we talked about, in Notre Dame Fighting Irish type alternate green. Last year, Bonner and Archbishop Prendergast took this team over to Ireland as Campbell flips it high, and it's caught. A lot of room on the play. And that is Ty Morris making the play on that one. But again, as we were saying, Bonner took this team to Ireland last year. They played NFL Academy, got 45, 50 kids on a plane over to the UK, and did an amazing job getting those kids that experience. Thought that was a very unique story, Tyler.
Yeah, you don't hear that with any high school football team, so cool to hear.
1st and 10. Bonner in their deepest part of the field offensively thus far here tonight. Fat Campbell takes the shot. His arm was hit, though, and it's incomplete. Hawkins was closest to it. Intended receiver was Jaleel Hall.
That got crushed there.
I mean, Dylan Clare just does such a great job and just disrupting this pass there, just getting his hand on the arm and sending the ball to the moon.
Beautiful night, not a cloud in the sky. Sun is just about set. This is fall football here in the Philadelphia Catholic League.
Ball at the LaSalle 26.
And they'll pitch it to the strong side of the field. 4 guys in there on the stop. Certainly best to it was number 44, Ryan Fandozzi.
Yeah, kudos to Peterman there. It looked like he got beat, but kind of still slowed him up enough until the support arrived.
And for Bonner, everything's still in front of them for this season as this running clock continues. Under 5 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. They still have every opportunity. They've beaten Roman Catholic. Yes, St. Joe's Prep lies on the schedule, but they can thwart themselves and thrust themselves to the top of, right near the top of the standings, and then have the full PIAA state playoff schedule for them. And knocked down on the play. Fandozzi and Heilig in there on the play.
Yeah, good defensive pressure there. A lot of batted balls today from both sides. But Explorers, that's probably their 4th or 5th tip ball of the evening. Not only was that tip, that was blocked.
Got 2 mitts on it. Yeah. So it's 4th down. Of course, the offense stays on the field. Have to get to about the 17, maybe the 16-yard line for the 1st down.
Friars don't need it all here. They just need 11.
Campbell takes the shot towards the flag. Hall, touchdown. Bonner-Prendergast on the board. Why not go to the 6'5" stud at wide receiver?
Yeah, and Hall was the #1 read that entire time. Campbell just eyed him up as soon as that ball was snapped and never took his eyes off him. There's that connection we were talking about. Seems like they weren't able to get it going in the first half, just a little bit off in execution or communication.
And the extra point is put through. 35-7. Bonner-Prendergast gets on the board. So now we're going to do a little bit of math here. Look out. Here we go, guys. So that touchdown, of course, allowed in the 3rd quarter. As you know, LaSalle held Bonner-Prendergast scoreless in the first half. Tonight, held St. Joe's Prep scoreless in the first half of the prior game. Shut out Cardinal O'Hara. And so that's 3 games in a row that LaSalle held the opposition scoreless in the first half. Bonner gets on the board, takes the clean sheet, the goose egg, as Bill Wasylenko loves to call it, off the board. But what was that prior game to Cardinal O'Hara? Can you guys remember? I think it was Episcopal Academy, and I think
it went through halftime. I
think that was scoreless through halftime as well. So by my count, that is 4 games in a row that this LaSalle football program, the defense specifically, has held the opposition scoreless. That's impressive. I'm turning to Bill Wasylenko, who's looking, he's 10 feet to my left. He's not paying attention to me. Nobody does, but I think he should put that one on his recap.
We'll talk to him after the game.
Absolutely.
Should do a post-game interview with Bill one of these days.
We should. We should. We're going to try some new technology tonight, by the way, for the post-game interviews. So we're excited to go down there and do that. Stay with us after the fact. We're going to get our phone down there, take a live mic, and get you a whole different viewpoint, I think. We'll have some fun with it.
We'll do it live.
We will do it live. There's no doubt about that. Sidwar stays in the contest, at least for now. When Sidwar was hit after the play, and if that's going to continue, I think that Brett Gordon may get Sidwar out of the game. Keep an eye on this. The ball is clearly out of Sidwar's hands. And that's a dirty play.
Yeah, looked like a slide tackle almost.
Let's get another look at this. Slow this one down for the Catholic League. Let's take a look at this one at 25% speed. That ball's gone. Just something to bear in mind here over the next 14 minutes. A frustrated group. But we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt on that one and keep our eyes peeled for the next one. 2nd down and 5, and a nice run. Out of the backfield from Desmond Ortiz, gain of 6.
Really like how this running back group is developing with Ortiz and Simmons. I like to call them Thunder and Lightning. They complement each other really well, and they've had a really successful season thus far.
And even more running back action could be added to this LaSalle squad, as Azir Nelson, also known as what they call him X, could be back towards the end of the season.
We breaking news there, Alex? How about that?
Just a little bit of insight there.
All right. 1:10 to play, 3rd quarter.
You going to tweet that?
Handoff again. They'll keep it on the ground and keep this clock running. Under a minute to go now, 3rd quarter.
I love when those guys tweet like NFL news and like per me.
That's right. I am the source.
Once Woj, not anymore.
That's right. True. No more Woj. No more Woj bombs.
2nd and 9 from the 42.
They can get one more snap off here before the end of the 3rd quarter.
The double clap.
And the handoff to Desmond Ortiz. Really nice play on the defensive side of the football. That will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Tackle made on the play by Khalil Holly. This portion of today's game is brought to you by E&M Insurance, longtime sponsor of ours. And that is the end, as we mentioned, of the 3rd quarter. We'll tell you about E&M Insurance, an independent local insurance agency serving the area's business and personal insurance needs. Run by Chris Marr, class of 1989 and father of 2 sons that went to LaSalle. servicing the Delaware Valley insurance needs since 1988, built on the principles of providing superior customer service and quality insurance solutions. They're an independent agent, meaning they work with a select group of highly rated insurance companies that have proven their worth over the years. Visit them on the web at eandminsurance.com or find them on Facebook. So we turn this from the third quarter to the fourth. On our way to LaSalle being 8-0 on the year with left 2 regular season games. First against Father Judge, and the second one, final game of the regular season against Roman Catholic. And that game against Roman Catholic, in all likelihood, will be for the Red Division title.
I'll have to ask our football historian when the last time the Explorers started 8-0.
He's right there. By the way, we do have a backup quarterback into the football game, and that is Cole Trezak. Trezak is also the holder for this team, and Alex, I think a wrestler as well.
I mean, Bob, there are many athletes here at LaSalle with many talents, and Cole Trezak is one of them. Wrestling and football, does it all.
I didn't mean to got you there. My apologies. But yes, Trezak has been really good for the team this year, and he's going to run it up the middle, hit and dropped at the 41-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
Well, Trezak there showing off that athleticism that he brings to the Explorers, just finding that hole and just getting through.
And a holding penalty will bring this on back.
Maybe that's why it was such a good run.
Penalty yardage puts the ball back to the Explorer 40-yard line.
Line to gain is all the way out at the 33-yard line of Bonner-Prendergast.
We're already almost a minute into the 4th quarter with this running clock. It's going to be a quick 4th quarter.
Handoff up the gut. Des Ortiz stays in the contest and got about 13 yards. It'll be 4th down.
On the tackle.
And as of right now, the offense is staying out on the field.
Yeah, get some reps here for these young men.
And here comes the special teams.
There it is.
4th and 14 from LaSalle.
That would have been a confident 4th and 14.
Hatfield comes out to punt this one away. Back deep to receive for Bonner-Prendergast, Ty Morris. He's a sophomore wideout. Now, it'll go down as a loss certainly here for Bonner-Prendergast, but as we mentioned earlier, everything in front of this team. They were the #1 team in the 4A coming into this week. And LaSalle will pin that one at the 5-yard line. Jack Muldoon really proud and certainly confident in his team when they play other 4A competition. As we saw, they went up and beat Roman Catholic. Muldoon, by the way, a Bonner alum from the class of 1975. You'll like this one, Tyler. He coached the rugby team at Bonner from 1979 to 1988. Tyler, a college rugby player, by the way. And then from 2000 to 2012, he coached at St. Joe's Prep. Coached with Gil Brooks, and then Gabe Infante kept him on the staff, and he coached there for 2 years. At that point in 2012, he decided, you know what, I'm going to go back to my alma mater. He started coaching the freshman team at Bonner, then was the DC for 2 years for varsity. And now he's the director of alumni relations at this high school, Bonner-Prendergast. Worked for the federal government for 31 years, so had a nice pension and was ready to go work in academia, and his 9th year as the head coach. And by all accounts, Tyler, he has done just an unbelievable job with this program, getting them to compete at a high level, certainly given enrollment and other factors. they compete very well at the 4A.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a great job. They had to rise to the occasion this year, playing some, stronger opponents. And as you said, started out undefeated. Unfortunately, we'll fall to the Explorers tonight. But, yeah, Bob, we got to get back to our roots. We got to do a rugby game soon.
We should do a rugby game.
That was wild.
Our boy Matt Derrick, is he still coaching over there, rugby? Yeah, good. That's what Oliver's saying. Yes, he does. Our boy Matt Derrick. That's Mr. Derrick to you two, but Rob Ford makes the play and gets out across the 20-yard line. That's a first down.
First down, Friars.
Nice gain on the play by Celine Frink.
James Dolan.
Jimmy Dolan makes the stop. Gain of 7.
On the tackle. Gain of 7. Second and 3.
It's like Ryan Zadraga, beg your pardon, comes into the contest, sophomore linebacker, number 21, replacing Christian Peterman. We'll see more and more of those guys come into the contest. And Zadraga was in there on the stop, not before a first down. Also in there on the tackle, Jim Mahoney, the junior defensive back.
Really fill that autumn crisp air out here now. As you said earlier, Bob, clear skies, half a moon.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Flipping it out wide, Simmons couldn't make the initial play, but they ride him towards the sideline. Down on the play is number 8, Brady Muldoon. Son of, I believe, son of Jack. Second and 9. So we'll ask this, and you guys can stew on it during this play, as to who we should look to interview post-game.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah. Little carrot for folks to hang on and watch to the end of this one. Fat Campbell delivers the football for Hall. That's a gain of 13 yards and a first down. And I think that Campbell, certainly at his 5'5" frame, Alex, is a guy that you like to get moving. He's a baseball player, right? Plays as an infielder, so knows how to throw on the run. And that's a really good use of his skill set and his assets and what he can do on the football field. He's a good quarterback.
I mean, yeah, Bob, he does such a great job of, like you said, throwing on the run, and you can see some of that baseball attributes in there. But he is so quick, and he's so easy to get, like in here, to the sideline.
That's a great ball. I mean, that's hit in the hands, and Hall knows that he needs to do better on that one. But and it wasn't Hall for that reason, but it was actually Rob Ford, number 17, on the sideline. He knows he's got to catch that ball. That's a perfect throw from Campbell.
Yeah, and the Bonner success comes with him rolling out, making some space, giving more time to his wide receivers to get open.
I'll throw out my 2 votes here. I got Simmons and Muller. They both had 2 good nights.
Okay.
This is a democracy at Bob Long Sports, though.
It is a democracy. I thought about Simmons as well. Had a nice night. Deep shot, and again just overthrown. Intended for Jaleel Hall. That was 6 if it was on the button.
That's got to be the 4th one. They have their guy sprung, beating the secondary. Just a little long. Man, just this Friars offense can't get it going, can't execute.
They have a deep threat, though. They just need to be connecting, and it's just not working tonight. But, kind of scary for future opponents. They clearly have that explosive play potential.
And Ty, I tell you what, I might, in a play or two, have you come take over for camera so Oliver can start to piece together our new toy, our new technology here for this one.
Big shoes to fill.
Campbell flips it out. Good catch there, and Simmons able to take down Brady Muldoon right at the line to gain.
Tackled by Joshua Simmons. First down, Friars.
First down, Bonner-Prendergast, and they're looking to get one more score on the board here in the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Alex has volunteered to get on
I like
camera.
that.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Salim Frank gets downhill, first down, and a lot more. He gained 14 yards.
And we're down to 3 minutes here as the Friars are looking to put 14 on the board before the end of the game.
Handoff. Running through defenders, but Cooper Heilig able to clean him up after a gain of 7, maybe 8.
Gain of 8. 2nd and 2.
We're looking at pretty much exactly a 2-hour game here tonight. Thanks to the running clock.
Noel Campbell's pass complete to Jeremiah Coleman.
And Coleman comes up with the tackle, or the catch on the play.
Yeah, Coleman did a great job of finding the seam there in the middle of the field with some backups in, relieving the defensive starters for the Explorers. Campbell goes deep with this one for the end zone.
Oh, that's good coverage in there as well by LaSalle.
Pass intended for Jeremiah Hall is incomplete. Jaleel Hall.
That looked like it was there, but good coverage. I want to say that was number 9, Lucas Johnson. Great job going up against a pretty impressive Jaleel Hall.
2nd and 10 for the Friars.
I'm excited to see this new technology tonight, guys.
We're going to try it. We're going to have some fun with it.
Selfie stick.
Bonner, though, looking to punch it in beforehand. Campbell flings it for Hall.
Campbell's pass complete to Jaleel
Hall reaching, at least for the first down. It's going to be really close.
Think he got the first.
Yep. So it'll be first down and goal from the 1.
First and goal for the Friars.
Can they punch it in? Handoff to Frank. Hit and pushed back. Really no gain. Got to about the 1-yard line, and that is it.
See Fat Campbell's trying to rush his offense, get 1, maybe 2 more plays off.
And Hall comes in, sneaks. It's going to be really, really close. No call either way yet. No, I don't think they've even marked it shy yet. The public address announcer's announcing it shy.
And with the running
clock ticking down to 6, to 5.
Touchdown. They had to stop it. They stopped the clock at 1.3 seconds.
And it is a touchdown.
We've had
that is one of the wilder plays or post-play sequences that you'll see.
We've had officials not sign for a touchdown, but I don't think we've had that delayed of one.
All right, we have the winning 50-50 ticket.
Got it on the QB sneak. To put this game, oh, they had not updated the scoreboard. Bob Long Sports has updated the scoreboard, but Friars still say 7.
And now the clock ran out.
The clock. They're not going to want to take the extra point.
All right, that's it, folks. Have you ever? Have you ever?
Wait, all right.
I suppose that's it. All right, so 35-13, your final score. Not allowed to take the extra point because of the running clock. The things you learn. All right, Oliver and I are heading down to the field. We'll be back.
On your way out of the game, your final score.
And then there were 2, Alex. Your thoughts on the game?
I mean, just quite a dominant showing here from LaSalle. Just starting off with that 28-0 lead after the first half, just kind of digging the hole early, and it's going to be hard for the Friars to get out of that deep hole. But they did come back with some fight at the end, putting 13 points back on the board, filling the sheet, as Bob would say. But two very, very competitive teams in the red division. Bonner used to be 5-0, 5-1 now, and LaSalle moves on to 8-0 as they will play to win the red division.
I'm interested to see if this interview works out because we just lost connection to the camera. We'll see how well this works out. They said they tested this earlier in the game, so we'll see how it goes. My thoughts, it seemed like Bonner just, were outmatched a bit today and, made some compound mistakes trying to force some stuff, trying to make it happen. And, lost the football a few times, and then LaSalle just kind of kicked the doors open, as you mentioned, and got a running clock early in the second half. That was kind of interesting that the running clock didn't let them take the extra point. But right now we got the Explorers standing in front of the Pep Band, who's also standing because they are not in the bleachers this week, standing on the track. Made it work. Have sounded just as good. And, it's been a good night, quick night. Really weird having a 5 p.m. Friday game, especially hard for those with, 9 to 5 gigs or I'm sure even students.
Well, what I can say is that we are coming home early tonight, Tyler.
Yeah, we are. Here, just take it away for 1 second. Let's see if I can get in contact with Bob. I don't know if he left his phone here, so we're gonna figure it out. But I'm gonna keep looking at the iPhone. It looks like we lost signal, but he's gonna wait for Brett Gordon to talk, and I'm gonna try to see what I can do here.
We're seeing some new things from everyone. Running clock during the conversion, during the first point 1 point conversion, and some new mic action on Bob Long Sports.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well it's going to work because we can't see. Oh. Yeah, now. All right, we got video. So now we just got to wait for Coach Brett Gordon. That's good to see. We'll give you a live look in what our boy Oliver is seeing right now, right out on the 40-yard line. Got Bob out there trying to grab Brett Gordon. Switch back to inside the booth real quick. Cut back out. We're going to be quiet here while Bob speaks with Brett Gordon. Looks like he has Gavin Muller as well.
You want me first or Gavin? I'll do it. Get out of here.
Yeah.
We'll bring you in, bud.
We're going to come a little closer here. All right, we have the head coach of the LaSalle Explorers, Brett Gordon, with us here. So, Brett, the question was, how would your guys respond? You come out, you put 35 on the board to start the contest, go to a running clock against an undefeated Philadelphia Catholic League team. What did you see out there?
Was really proud of the way we took the field. We talked all week about understanding what we had, and it's human nature to take your foot off the gas, especially after an emotional win like we had last week. These kids continue to buy in. They continue to listen to kind of what we're preaching, and they took a very business-like approach tonight. Was really proud of the way we came out, set the tone on defense right away, and then the offense punched it in, and was very proud of the team overall in all three phases.
You're coming here to a difficult place to play on campus. You don't see a ton of that in the Philadelphia Catholic League. What did you think of the environment, the vibe, and then, of course, your effort?
I thought the vibe overall was pretty good. I mean, if you had some stands up here, I think it would be a pretty good venue. So with the 5 o'clock start, getting out of school early, traveling to this type of environment compared to what we were in last week, the kids took a business-like approach, came out and just went to work, and was very pleased with how the outcome ended up.
Well, Brett, congratulations on a great win from the latest you can play a game last weekend, Saturday at 7. Coming back about as early as you can play on a Friday. You guys showed up well. Congrats.
Appreciate it, Bob. Thank you.
And let's see if we can grab Gavin Muller. And Brett, by the way, if you see Josh, maybe bring him over. Gavin Muller is with us here. Gavin, we've been looking forward to talking to you for a while because you've come on and dominated on the defensive line. I want you to walk us through kind of your journey to this point and what makes you so special off the edge.
Sure. So, yeah, I mean, last year, you guys know I played fullback. Just wasn't the spot for me. You know, the coaches that came in, you know, done a great job so far. They put me in the spot that I needed to be. You know, help me get off the edge, get to the quarterback as much as I can, and just do what I can for the defense. So.
And going to an odd man front that you'll do a lot puts you in a really interesting position. And I'm curious as to, I know you played fullback last year, but playing as an edge rusher in a 3-man front versus a 4-man front and what you enjoy about it.
Yeah, so I mean, I love coming off the edge, you know. Sometimes they'll put me in the 4-eye, but, you know, it's fun to hit people, but it's also fun to use my speed, you know. Coach Caputa, he's been helping me use my hands and all, so he's been getting me ready, and I feel like I'm there, so.
It was an emotional win. I think we can still talk about, you know, last week and how you guys won that game against St. Joe's Prep, and then, of course, coming back and being focused today. What has the last week plus been like for you?
So, you know, we knew after coming off of prep, this was going to be like kind of a different vibe altogether. And, you know, we were focusing for a tough game. We knew it was going to be hard mentally. So, you know, we just put in a lot of hours of just mental stuff during practice, you know, not so much physical. And, you know, I feel like we did a great job out here, so.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time with us. It's good to talk to you, and congrats on 8-0.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good one.
That's Gavin Muller. Thank you, Gavin. And they're waiting on him over there. There he goes, the lineman. They've been waiting on us. And let's see if we can get Josh Simmons. Josh?
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Come on in. So we have also been waiting to talk to you for a while. You've come on the scene and done an excellent job. We're very impressed with how you take the field and how you conduct yourself. I want to kind of get your litmus test, your status. Like, what is it like being a LaSalle Explorer here this year?
Well, it's really great. You know, I'm coming from SCH, you know, it's an interact school. We don't go to states. And, you know, LaSalle is just a lot of opportunities, you know. I just want to win a state championship. I love being on this team. It's a great team. And there's no better place to be.
Walk us through last week. First off, your touchdown. We loved it. The lateral cut that you made to get by Anthony Sacca, who is a heck of a player himself, to get into the end zone. And we've seen that. Those natural running back type qualities, the vision. What was your journey like when did you know you were going to be a running back, and what brought you to this level here?
Well, you know, just Coach Juice, you know, the running back coach, he just always got me better. Like, when I came here, I never thought that I would be in the position I am right now. You know, he's just worked me up, and I've gotten so much better. And I just got to give all my props, obviously, to the linemen. You know, they make everything easy for me, and yeah.
And playing secondary as well. So you play on both sides of the ball. What is it like playing both sides and all those snaps?
Well, you know, I've been working on cornerback for a while. I've been training for that, but you know, it's just. You just got to work, you know. It's a lot of work, but, you know, I think I can handle it, so it's cool.
Last week's game, this week's game, short week for you guys. First off, I'm curious just what it was like for you guys to beat St. Joe's Prep, and then what the week leading into today was like from a preparation standpoint.
Well, beating St. Joe's Prep, that's just such a surreal feeling. Like, they've been on top of the city for a while, and beating them just, like, set out a whole message to the whole world. Whole state. And then coming in here, you know, 6th best team in the state. Everybody's saying, like, it's a trap game, but I don't know. We just came out here and handled our business.
You did that, and you were a big part of it, so we wanted to talk to you here tonight. Congratulations, and we'll keep following along the way.
Yep, thank you.
Josh Simmons, our guest here. Thank you, Josh. Thanks to Gavin Muller. Thanks to Brett Gordon. And with that, we're going to send it back up top to Tyler Kern.
And there we have it. Bob Long just finishing up down on the field here. I'm Tyler Kern from Bonner-Prendergast High School on behalf of Bob Long Sports. So long. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.